So tonight Ghost Raiders are at the Susan Cooper murder house. Now Susan Cooper and her boyfriend Robert Richardson were in what you might call a turbulent relationship. There was heavy drinking, there was drug use, and the police had to be called to break up several abusive fights. What Susan Cooper didn't know is that Robert was seeing another lady, and one night Robert came to Susan's property. An argument ensued, and it's said in the court that Robert had to restrain her from trying to stab him with a knife, but in the ensuing fight he stabbed Susan. Afterwards he put her body in a wardrobe and kept her there for 8 days. He only decided to get rid of the body when his other girlfriend said that there was a smell. So they wrapped her in bin bags, wrapped her in cloths and took her down to the canal, put her in a wheelie bin and threw the wheelie bin in to the canal. Sadly the wheelie bin floated, so they decided that they would get the body out of the wheelie bin and just throw her into some scrubland. What's interesting is that while they were in court, both Robert and his girlfriend say that while they were in this property, after Susan had been murdered and stored in a wardrobe, Susan came to them and she was talking to them and even touched Robert on his shoulder before disappearing, and this is actually documented in court. So tonight, while we are here, will we find evidence of Susan Cooper? Let's try and find out. And already there's noises coming from down there. Did you hear them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as a by-the-by, I have a good friend of mine filming tonight on camera. His name is Lee, so if you hear a voice that you're not used to, it's Lee.
Or you see a bloke running off.
You see a So let's just walk down here and see what we've... Hello? Is anybody here? My name is Simon, I'm joined by Lee. We come with peace, love and respect, and we mean you no harm. Quite possibly just could have been water dropping.
Probably wind.
But yeah, well, let's just have a look.
That one means standing on a piece of rubber.
Alright. Well, the windows are boarded up in here anyway, so let's just check the rest of the property. Window shut. Window shut. So everything so far.
Back up there.
Good, yeah.
Looking.
Oh, it's boarded up. Yeah, I don't think it was wind. It is very damp, so it could possibly just have been water dropping from the ceiling onto something on the floor. Maybe we'll hear more of that later and can debunk it. And we'll scan in FM and on reverse. Hello, Susan. Let's see if I can turn it up a little bit. That's as loud as it's going to go. Susan Cooper. My name is Simon and I'm joined by Lee, my good friend. We mean you no harm. We come with peace, love and respect and just wish to communicate with you tonight. Susan, are you here and would you like to say your name? I'll say, maybe. If you're unsure as to what this equipment is, enough. That's just come through on the Ovilus. It's not the best light to...
No, I think it's got it.
Right. Are you happy for us to be here, Susan? The Ovilus has just said enough. Are you happy that we're here, or do you want us not to be here and would you like us to leave? if you want us to stay, can you clearly say the word stay? If you'd like us to leave, can you clearly say the word leave? Okay, so far I'm not sort of getting anything that's coming through on here, but maybe we will when we listen back. Susan, are you able to tell us a particular room that you'd like us to go to? At the moment we are in the kitchen area, and is there a particular room in this property that you want us to go to? You know, maybe the bedroom, the bathroom, the living room? As I say, Susan, we aren't here to hurt you tonight. We only come with peace, love and respect. Maybe you'd like to, instead of using this device I've got in my hand, maybe you'd like to show yourself. It's been stated that you actually came through and was talking to Robert and his girlfriend. Is there any truth in that? I mean, they made the claim in court that you actually came through and were talking to them. The reason? Let's stop scanning. Scan again. Susan, are you at peace now? Is there anything that you'd like to say to us? Maybe, if not to me, maybe to my colleague Lee? Would you like to approach us? Maybe touch one of us?
It's not come through on that.
Card.
What?
Card. Right. Birthday card, Christmas card. Would you like to approach us? Would you like to use some of this other equipment that we've got laid about? There's different equipment out. If you want to approach any of that equipment, please do so. I'm just going to turn this off for a moment.
Yeah.
As there wasn't really, wasn't really hearing anything coming through on it. Maybe in playback it'll be different, but as it was, I don't seem to say that there was anything coming through. So we've got different equipment. We've got EMF devices laid about. We've got the REM pod over there. If you go near the REM pod, closer you get, more lights. So Susan, if you are here, quickly. So Susan, if you want to talk to us and you are in a hurry, you know, you wanting us to sort of quickly talk to you, feel free to.
It's not focusing correctly, but it does say quickly.
Right. If you are wanting to talk to us and you're wanting to do it, you know, if you're in a hurry, please feel free to do so. Use any of the equipment that we've got laid out. There's a K2 over there. You can go near that, lights light up. You come near this, it lights up and makes a noise. Susan, if you are here and you would like to interact with any of this equipment, please feel free to do so. We have this device here that's motion, so if you tap on here, it obviously lights up.
Oh, your box is just going there.
Pine. Well, it is wood, but I don't think it's pine. No, it's not pine, sorry. It's chipboard, veneered. Nice try though. So, how about using some of this equipment instead? amount. Okay.
What amount of equipment we've got here?
Possibly, I don't know.
You mean the amount of equipment?
Could be, yeah. I mean, I don't want to try and make words fit.
No.
But foliage, that's all obviously outside what we've walked through because it is quite dense and overgrown to get in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Susan Cooper, it's now your time to tell us your story. How do you feel about us being here? That was down there again, wasn't it?
Yeah, clicking down there.
Bury. B-U-R-Y, Bury. Apple, random.
Yeah.
Let's just have a walk down here and see what. I'll take this with me. Just
I'll
see
follow
what-
you.
Yeah, follow me. Can you scratching? Nah,
Could be rats or...
I hope not. I'm probably going to say that it could be something outside scratching against the pine,
Yeah.
so we could probably debunk that. If it continues, I don't think we can get around the back of the building to see if there's anything
No.
on. You know,
It's a bit of a state, isn't it?
it's terrible. Yeah. Are you, Susan? Do you want us in here? If you want us in here, please come through and say something. I'd really like to see you. Apparently, that's something that you are able to do. Beach. Another random word. Susan,
Not pounding.
are you in this room? Are you able to communicate with us in this room? So, are you wanting one of us to stay here on their own in this room? I'll quite happily stay here on my own if you want. I don't have a problem with that. Kiss. I'll even give you a kiss if you want. I think we can debunk whatever that tapping was as water.
I think it's just dripping off ceiling.
Dripping off the ceiling.
Yeah.
This
it's quite...
place, are you getting that?
Yeah.
Are you getting how wet this
Yeah.
building is? This building
It's
is
just dew or
absolutely-
drips into it.
Yeah, wet through. But it has been bad with weather. The weather here has been terrible. East.
It's what?
East. Susan Cooper, are you here at this moment in time in this property? Water dripping. Are you happy that we are here and would you like us to stay or leave? Please say one or the other. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us? Please do so into the device in my hand. Right. I'll play that back.
3, 2, 1. Susan Cooper, are you here at this moment in time in this property? Are you happy that we are here and would you like us to stay or leave? Please say one or the other. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us? Please do so into the device in my hand. Right. Please do so into the device in my hand.
You get
Play
it.
that back.
Didn't on the first two questions. On the last question, there's something. It's really, really faint, and I can't just make out whether it's water dripping or whether it's actually a comment.
There is a lot of water.
There is a
from
lot of
Rose.
water dripping,
Yeah.
and it is obviously making
Interfered.
it hard. Yeah. I'm gonna move this, and I'm gonna put it down the hallway.
Yeah, well, I say you were getting something from down there, weren't you?
So that now is rather soggily, but there. Place is an absolute soggy mess.
Down the bottom here,
Yeah.
it seems to be furthest away. It's like a tapping. But it could be dripping, but I don't know. I can't see it. Should we have a little walk down?
Yeah.
That'll be me setting this thing.
It's nice.
Alright, okay.
Susan Cooper, are you here? Is it you that's making these noises?
Like a tapping noise. Could be hell though. Hear it then?
That's water. That's just down here, isn't it, in this room?
Yeah. It's probably a bit old, you know.
We give it a couple of seconds.
Yeah, it's water.
Yeah. Cold.
Right, that's that sorted.
Yeah. Okay, debunk that as water. Please feel free to use this device to your means. If you've got something you'd like to tell us, please feel free to do so through this device. Keyboard? I don't know. Do you have a message or something that you'd like to say about Robert? Robert, the bloke that sadly ended your life. Threw you in a canal, and when you didn't sink, took you out of the canal and threw you into scrubland. Surely you must have something that you would like to say on that matter. I mean, being kept in a wardrobe for 8 days in the room. Surely you've got strong opinions on what you would like to say. You've been an idol. Well, if you have got some opinions, please feel free to use this box. Swear, curse, whatever you want to do, you use it.
Make a bang.
Exactly. It is quite an expensive piece of equipment, so don't knock it off. But if you are wanting to throw something that's in this room.
Or interact with any of the equipment.
There's a REM. There's a REM pod out in the passageway. If you walk near that, it'll set it off. Cramp in the leg.
Ooh.
Susan, would you like us to stay or would you like us to leave? I've already asked this question, but I'd like to ask it again. Are you happy?
Happy.
Happy.
Sounded like it.
Yeah?
That was something.
Yeah. We should have sing Goodness. That's my talk. Head.
Head, yeah.
Susan, where were you stabbed? On your body, where were you stabbed? Are you able to say chest, back, neck?
Head.
I would have to Google. I would have to Google. Susan, are you at peace now that you are I was going to say, are you at peace? You had a turbulent life. You were known as being a drinker and a drug user, and you had an abusive relationship. Are you finding peace now that you are on the other side?
Ray.
Lee, do you have anything that you'd like to ask?
No, can she communicate with me at all? Do you want to talk to me? Is there any reaction from me that you'd like to have a chat with? Can you say my name, Lee? Could you possibly say Simon?
Might be very faint with there, but I don't know, I'll have to listen back.
Could you move something or throw something in this room to show us?
Turn the sound down.
Simon's here on the floor with the machine. It's not going to hurt you. Could you throw something towards us, either me or Simon? We're not going to hurt you, we just want you to have a look. That's Rain.
Yeah. And if you don't want to throw something in this room, maybe you'd like to throw something in another room to get our attention. You know, direct us towards a different room in this building. There are different rooms, you know, there's the bathroom that we've not been in yet. I think there's another couple of bedrooms that we've not been in. But please feel free to throw something.
Or directors.
Or directors, exactly, yes. Thank you, Lee. Okay, Susan, this is a different device. It was on in there when we first started. I'm just going to walk from room to room, and if you can use this device to make it say the words that you want it to say, please feel free to do so. Let us know that you're here. Let's start down here. So this is one of the bedrooms. Okay, burnt out wardrobe, burnt out room.
Yeah.
Susan, I know that this isn't going to be the wardrobe that you were placed in, because that wardrobe would have been taken away by the police for forensics. But is this the room where maybe was another wardrobe that you were placed in? Are you able to use this device to say a word that would indicate that we might be talking, you know, we might be right, we might be wrong, and you need to go to a different room? Now these aren't sort of, you know, a 10-second and it chucks a word out, we might be waiting a few minutes. So please use this device, use all your energy that you can, and make this device spit out a word. Yell. Well, I'm pretty sure that if I was being stabbed and because somebody was trying to murder me, I think I would be yelling, wouldn't you, Lee? I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs for help. So let's just try and get that on camera. And it's a pretty strong word, that. You got it?
Yeah, that's better.
Right.
I think so.
Okay. So Susan, obviously, like I just said, I would be screaming at the top of my lungs. Someone was trying to murder me, stab me, kill me. Have you any other words that you'd like to use in this box, in this device, that would also say whether we were in the right area? Tense. So we've had a yell and we've had tense, which both of them could, you got it? Both of them to me could be words to describe a situation, it's a tense situation. The situation was tense. They were both known for drinking, they were both known for taking drugs, they were both known, especially by the police, because the police had to come several times to break up arguments. The situation was tense. I'm not trying to sort of make it fit the word, but a relationship like that would be a tense relationship. So, glance. All right, okay. Are you going to appear if we look in a certain direction? Are you going to walk past us? That'd be great. That would be cool. And just point the camera down the passage and just maybe. We've based our investigation tonight on Susan because this was obviously where she lived and where she was murdered. But is there anybody else here that would like to come through and use this device? Please feel free to use it. What?
Do you know?
I think. Or am I listening to something else that you've heard? What did you hear?
Like footsteps moving, like somebody moving in building.
There's only us two in here. Hello? Hello? Anybody else here? Lee, my friend here, just thought he heard footsteps. Would you say they were in the passage or would you say they were in a room?
I heard a long corridor, yeah. Just sounded like somebody were
walking past. Have you just walked past? Have you walked past us and into a room? Lee thought he heard what was to be footsteps in the corridor walking past. Are there any spirits here that would like to communicate? Please feel free to do so using this device in my hand. Susan Cooper, are you here and would you like to communicate with us in this room? We were in here earlier and we had two words that could be relevant. One was yell and one was a tense. You were in a tense relationship. Would you like to elaborate on that for us? Would you like to use this device I've got in my hand? Do something. Are you going to do something for us? Be able to shut these doors on this wardrobe. Just make sure. Be able to close these doors. Yeah. So.
Shouldn't have done that.
No.
Can you say hello to us through this machine?
Hello.
Does that just say get out?
Didn't know.
I think that just said get out. Okay, you want us to leave? If you want us to leave, can you say get out again?
Just stand about there.
Where?
Stand there.
Here?
Yeah, let me swap your places.
Okay.
Now try it.
Susan Cooper. Are you able to communicate with me now that I've stood in the doorway? Can you use all your energy to come through and say something on this device I've got in my hand? Can you say the word hello?
Or even swear at us.
Can you use this device, manipulate the words, and can you say either a swear word or the word hello? Okay, so we've come to the end of the investigation. As usual, we'll review the footage, see if we got anything. It is very wet in here, and we have had a lot of water dripping from the ceiling, which we can debunk as just being water dripping. Spirit box again, as usual, it is always a hard one to sort of listen to on the night. It's going to be a listen back and see if there's anything on there. There might be the odd one or two things that's come through, but until the footage is reviewed, I don't know. So I would like to, first off, I would like to thank Lee, who's been on camera tonight. You've not seen him, but you've heard his voice. And
I'm not run off yet.
And he's not run off yet, so he's done very well. So a big thank you to Lee for obviously filming tonight. Obviously, if you like the video, like, share and subscribe, and until next time, just remember, death is only a heartbeat away.